Hello and welcome to Tabletop Brews, where we talk about board games and craft beer. I'm Carrie.
I'm Josh.
Today we're going to talk about Chronicles of Crime by Lucky Duck Games and Too Much Cologne by Crystal Lake Brewing.
Chronicles of Crime is a co-op game of crime investigation and deduction. You and your team will travel to different locations, investigate crime scenes, interview suspects and witnesses, and search for clues. It's a hybrid board and video game that uses physical components, an app, and an optional virtual reality simulator. The virtual reality simulator allows you to stand in the room you're investigating with a complete 360-degree view. The base game comes with 5 scenarios for a total of 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, but more official scenarios are available for purchase through the app. A scenario comes with the purchase of the virtual reality simulator, and Lucky Duck has made a community scenario editor available to Kickstarter backers. Community scenarios are available to download for free on BoardGameGeek. Officially, the game takes 1 to 4 players and can take 60 to 90 minutes, but you can absolutely play with more. It'll just increase game time.
All of the gameplay footage is from the tutorial, so don't worry about any of the scenarios being spoiled.
To begin, you place out the main board, Scotland Yard, items, and the forensic contact cards. Place the special item, character, and location cards within reach, as they'll be used throughout the game. The forensic contacts are special characters that can help you figure out important parts of a case. These include the hacker, the criminologist, the scientist, and the doctor. Once setup is complete, open up the app and choose the scenario you would like to play. For this demonstration, we will be using the tutorial. The top of the screen has the location on the left side and the day and time on the right side. The app will tell you what character cards and locations to put out according to the scenario. Character card 33 is the first card we'll be pulling from the deck. He is our chief officer and he will be placed in Scotland Yard. Since we're already at Scotland Yard, all we have to do to talk to him is scan the QR code on the bottom of his card. When you learn about a new character, but not the location they're at, they're placed in one of the spots above the chief officer. We will be investigating the death of character number 7. Talking to a character is known as interrogation mode. You will know when you're in interrogation mode because the character you're speaking to appears right below your current location. You can ask about any locations, characters, or items that have been discovered. We're going to ask the chief officer if he knows anything else about number 7. Now we know that she was found dead at her home in Notting Hill, which is location G. Locations can be placed to the left, top, or right side of the board in their designated spaces. To travel to this new location, we're going to hit goodbye to exit interrogation mode, and then we'll scan the Notting Hill card. When you're at a location that can be searched using the virtual reality function of the app, there will be a search for clues button at the top of the screen. When you click on this button, you will have the option to view the scene with or without the glasses, or to play on a viewer device like casting to a TV. You have 40 seconds to view the crime scene and determine anything that might be a clue. After the 40 seconds is over, you can scan any of the item cards to see if you found a clue. There was a piece of cake on the floor in front of the victim, so I'm going to scan that card first. If you find a clue, you'll get some information about the item and a pop-up confirming a clue has been found. This card can then be added to the main evidence board. The scientist can run an analysis on the food, so we're going to scan her card to call. You can always call the specialists. It doesn't matter what location you are at. Once in interrogation mode, we'll ask her about the food. Sometimes speaking to a character will reveal a clue or a special item card. You can always ask about the new items to learn more about them. Traveling to different locations, speaking to characters, and searching for clues all take time out of your day. Take too long, and more crimes can occur, or you can miss an important witness or event. When you think you have the case solved, go back to Scotland Yard to report your findings to the Chief of Police.
I love deduction games, but they don't always work well in groups because everyone is busy concentrating on their own information, so the social aspect is lost. The interactive experience of Chronicles of Crime enhances the social aspect of the game, and the design encourages discussion among the team. This game also works well as a solo game, and I love the option of standalone cases. The art is really fantastic. My personal favorite is the portrait art. They have a lot of personality. We recommend taking notes to keep your information together, but you can always go to your scenario history in the app to make sure there isn't something you missed. Too Much Cologne is a Kölsch style ale made by Crystal Lake Brewing and Plank Road Tap Room. The reason it's a Kölsch style ale is because Kölsch is one of 12 German beers with a protected geographical indication. This means that a beer can only be called a Kölsch if it's made within 50 kilometers of the city of Cologne, and if it's brewed according to the Kölsch Convention by the Cologne Brewery Association. Kölsch is warm fermented with ale yeast, then conditioned at cold temperatures. This results in a hybrid brewing process similar to other Northern European beers. Too Much Cologne pours out a clear straw color with a white head that dissipates quickly. The scent has a light spicy hoppiness, wheat, and a hint of citrus. It's light-bodied, crisp and refreshing, with a mildly peppery clean finish and a dry mouthfeel. We hold a monthly game night at Plank Road Tap Room, and this is always one of the most popular beers, especially during the summer. The taste makes me think of those great games we play there on summer nights. It's available on tap at Plank Road Tap Room and is seasonally available in cans from Crystal Lake Brewing.
Thanks for joining us. For more Tabletop and Brews, visit us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or come to one of our game nights. Have a game or a Chicagoland brewery that you'd like to see featured in a future episode? Send us an email at tabletopbrews@gmail.com. What's your favorite deduction game? Let us know in the comments.